start it off. Oh, we can start now? Cool.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
the time is
Welcome
ticking. It's
back
on.
to World Ascending Youth Sound. Guys, if you don't know, we actually have 10 episodes left in season
They
1.
actually don't
No,
know.
well, you don't know. So I think it's, yeah, 10 episodes left, 10 or 11 episodes left. I'm not sure if we're going to do last episode 89 or 90, but it's either 10 or 11 episodes left confirmed for season 1. So thank you guys. By the way, I think it's pretty short. The last episode is going to be, I'm actually excited for the last episode, personally, myself. Also, Mohammed has some updates for you.
Yeah, the first update is make sure to wash, you know, uh, use deodorant. A lot of people can definitely use that. And look both ways before crossing the street. I don't know if your parents ever told you, maybe forgot about it, but look both ways before crossing the street. It's really, really important. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's it, folks. So someone got disconnected. To be honest, this episode's about. We didn't have a topic planned for today. Once you're 79 episodes into a podcast, it's kind of hard to find topics you want to talk about. Not that it's hard to find a topic. You want to be in the same wavelength and paradigm that your show operates on. And always at the same time, you want to go in and out sometimes as far as topics that you guys don't usually talk about. I think at this point, around like every 20 to 25 episodes, myself and Osama make a conscious effort of just elevating the show as far as the topics, the people we have on, and just the overall feeling, vibe, and frequency that you guys are used to at this point. So, once again, thank you to everyone for rocking with us. At this point, we have so much love, adoration, and sincerity that what you guys give us on a daily basis. And we don't take it for granted at all. And this guy is still trying to connect, and I don't know what's going on. So I don't get an iPhone, everyone. Stay to Android. And let us know. Well, how is your day going so far? Did you get the job? Did you not get the job? Did you go to the movies? How do you like your popcorn? Extra butter? For me, I like my popcorn extra butter. All around, through the down. You know what I'm talking about. As far as going on in the world, politics, what motivates you? What gets you excited? Are you on the left or the right side? CNN, Fox News, like the yin and yang. What gets you guys and pumped up? I see two heads of Osama. I don't know what this guy is doing, and he disconnected again. Very confusing. Uh,
Am I good now?
he's like, where did he go? I'm here recording, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, this guy disappeared, man. He had like, what's going on?
Bro, I have no idea, man. My internet in my room is so trash, bro. This is why I used to make fun of Mo or Mo,
He did.
but and then like my room is trash. I have to use my data. Thank God for like my plan that I have.
Like my internet
What
is
you just said,
low in quality, but done.
honestly, it's
Your
because
internet is
you're
like super
no
high in one
no
area
no.
and super dead in another
My
area. It's
internet
crazy.
is my first of all. I have Virgin Mobile for internet, which is the trash.
Wait, what?
It's trash.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Virgin.
People
Bro,
use
it's
Virgin Mobile for internet?
yeah, it's cheap and it's just like there. I guess
No,
it gets
that's
the
the
job
problem.
done, bro.
Shout out to Virgin Mobile. You never know. But either way, I did not know people use Virgin Mobile for internet. That's insane.
No, I just want to say I don't know what Muhammad said about me,
I said all
but
beautiful things until I just found out you use Virgin Mobility for internet.
honestly, that's such cap. You probably said I'm gonna hear the recording back. I hope you know that. Man
That's
probably went
insane.
man probably went in on me like Drake went on Kanye and 7 a.m. in Bridal Path. Mother, it's a fire track. I love that track.
Yeah, it's definitely a good track, a standing track, an outstanding track
I
on
just
the
want to say
album.
to everybody that Muhammad Al Hassan's a Drake hater. No matter
I'm not
what
a
Drake
Drake.
drops, he's the
I'm not a
only he's
Drake
the first
hater,
yes you
man.
are.
I
He's the
like
first
Drake.
one to criticize it, bro. He's like, "Oh, Drake, man, that album is
Hey,
trash."
man,
Like,
nobody's perfect, but apparently, like, if you say something that goes against the norm, then you're
no,
seen as a
you know why?
hater.
It's
But
not going against the norm. The thing is when
it
Drake does
is,
something, he automatically gets hate.
it is, man.
No,
But
it's not, bro.
I understand. As
Do you
far
go
as
to the gym?
context,
No,
historical
you don't. So you
context.
wouldn't know. You don't know when
Like
hard work
the
pays
way
off.
people like Drake would probably be the same way if I grew up in the '80s and with Michael Jackson, right? So if a person was critical of Michael Jackson in any way, shape, and form, I'm like, oh no, no, no. So
Who's
I understand. I
yeah? Who's
understand.
Michael Jackson? Is what I want to know. Who is that guy?
Yeah, I guess he's arguably the greatest entertainer of all time.
See how you said arguably,
Oh, he
arguably.
is. Sorry, it's not arguably. He is.
See how you said
Not even
arguably. Good
close.
man. Arguably, because other
That's
people would
why.
disagree.
That's why the Twitter memes comparing Drake to Michael Jackson. I'm like, people, you need to like stop. Just stop, man.
Nah, bro. Look,
Just stop.
first of all, we have to understand a few things.
Did
Different.
Drake sell 100 million
No,
records?
hold on.
More than one album?
Can I
A
finish what I want to
hundred
say? Hold on.
million.
Can I? I'm not comparing Drake and Michael Jackson. I'm not comparing them two. What I'm trying to tell you, when people do compare Drake and Michael Jackson, in their both their careers, first of all, it's impossible because they both grew in different eras, and obviously their music is so different. Two,
No, he's not. Michael Jackson been famous since he was 10.
yes. Also,
He's been the
two, what
most famous person since he was 10 years old.
also,
It's
yeah, I
literally
know.
impossible to measure the amount
Also,
of like fame. It's insane. Since he was
also what
10
I
years old, bro.
also what I want to just
This
to
guy
add
didn't
on
even
to
have a
that
chance to
point.
play laser tag, bro. This man was on literally performing in
I
front of
don't think there was
50,000
laser
people.
tag in the '60s, bro.
Think about it. Like
But
that's a funny fact.
but
It's
I
actually
do.
a really clever joke. When a comedian is able to use that, that's a really clever joke. But yeah, continue.
That's why I should be a comedian. Shout out to the comedians out there. But no, what I wanted to
Oh,
say is
definitely a writer for sure, but
who
not on
me?
stage. But no, continue with your point though. I know you had a beautiful point.
Okay, first of all, I hold on. Anyways, what I really want to say was, all jokes aside, was different generations obviously cater to different things. So obviously, someone like yourself, I've obviously known you personally. Like I've known you since I was 6, so I obviously know you, and I know that you cater to different types of music. So you're
Yeah,
not that closed-minded person where you're just gonna say, "Oh, because it's not from your era, it's already trash." Like you listen to it, you give it its 2 cents, and then if you like it, you listen. If you don't, you don't. I'm in a similar way where I listen. Like I don't go out to like I listen to some songs if they're nostalgic. If I listen to them because my dad used to listen to them, whether it's Stevie Wonder or I guess my dad, Frank Sinatra or uh, Tom Jones. Like the list can go on. But
you're
obviously, I'm
unusual.
more catered to music that I grew up listening to, and I feel
Yeah,
different generations. Like you just mentioned laser tag, right? Laser
yeah,
tag to a 16-year-old kid will, or I guess 15-year-old kid will be like, yeah, like let's go do it. It's lit.
of
But to
course.
someone who's like in his, to someone who's in, to someone who's I don't know 30, maybe like probably not unless it's like a date
You're
night. They're
tired, man.
trying.
You can't run. You can't run that long, bro.
You can't. Yeah, that's cardio. That's cardio. And you're wearing that heavy
Cardio.
vest,
The last time I did laser tag, I was like, yeah, I'm old.
and you're already old for listening to
I'm
Michael
like, I'm
Jackson.
old, man. Damn. It's like we used to run
But
around like nonstop, bro. When I did laser tag the last time, I literally just ran like 4 steps, stayed there, just what's it called? Hard scoping. That's what's pretty much I was
yeah,
doing hard scoping. I'm like, man,
which
I'm
is actually
so
illegal to do. They-
that's oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's the number one unwritten rule in laser tag. No one cares. But actually
Bro, I used to be.
now that I'm older, I realize how like remember before like the teams get the highest points. You'd be like, how? It's because we're running around. Since we're running around, we're just giving people
Exactly.
free points, free XP. We're just running around. All they're doing is standing one spot and just literally hard scoping, which makes sense.
I used to be good as a kid, but when I got older, just like I don't know, I gave up, bro. I'm like, yo, this is a young man's game, not a
I have a question.
yeah.
So the Drake and Michael Jackson thing is really funny to me, but one question I have for you. Obviously Drake is the biggest male artist of the
Artist,
past decade.
arguably.
That's no problem. That's the thing. So when it comes to artists, I'm gonna throw out 2 names, and I want to know whether you think that Drake is bigger than these 2 artists. The first one I'm gonna give you is actually 3 artists. 3 artists. 3 artists.
Okay.
The 3 artists I want to give you is Adele, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift.
Okay. Let's start with
In
Taylor
the
Swift.
past 10 years, is Drake
Let's
bigger
start
than
with
those
Taylor
three
Swift.
artists?
So I think Taylor Swift also started around 2009, 2008, if I'm not
Yeah, the
mistaken.
exact same time. Literally, when we went to
So
high school, the exact same time.
we need to break. I'll break it down slowly and fast. I think Taylor Swift in the beginning of her career, she was untouchable. She was like consistent. Like She had every
Untouchable.
young girl. She had every young girl talking about heartbreak. Like every girl that we knew, like stopped believing in guys because of her heartbreak. So they connect with her music. I feel around that time Drake was still building himself. So I don't think at that stage he was bigger than her. Overall, as an artist, I think Drake has surpassed her in terms of because look, you have to understand. I'm this is just like Drake. Drake makes music. He makes club bangers. Let's be honest. Like you're gonna go to the club, you're not gonna be wanting to hear Taylor Swift. You're gonna be wanting to hear a Drake banger. So I think Drake is definitely a bigger artist than Taylor Swift. Not that much bigger. It's not like he like trumped her, but I think he's a bigger artist. Now you go to Adele. I think Adele.
She's dropping next week.
Is she really?
Yeah, she
Oh,
just
trying
dropped
to.
her.
I
She
have no
just
idea.
randomly dropped her album title and the tracks. There's a song with Beyonce, and you know Adele. She's gonna do like at least 2 million out the first week, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. We'll
No
see.
one
She hasn't
sold more
dropped.
than Adele in the past decade.
She hasn't dropped music in a minute, but yeah, again,
She drops like every like 5 years, or every like
yeah.
3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Now Adele, I still want to say Drake's bigger, but it's tougher because
She sells the
she, she
most.
she sells the most, but Drake also sells a lot. I think there. I want to say like if Adele's like one B. Now Beyonce's hard. Let me tell you, like, Beyonce had a long career, way
Yeah,
before Drake
Beyonce.
existed.
If it's the Michael
Way
Jackson of this generation, it's easily Beyonce.
yeah, way before Drake existed,
Way before Drake.
right? And I think in her time era as a woman, not even Nicki Minaj comes close to her career
I'm
because
not even
Beyonce.
close.
I think the closest is probably Rihanna because Rihanna in the mid 2000s to like late 2000s created her own sound, her own thing. But I think Beyonce in that time period, I'm gonna compare it to Drake's time period. I think Beyonce did so much, especially obviously with her and Jay collabing. Her sound was unique. It was she brought a whole different vibe. She has a lot of classic songs till this day that are being played, right?
So, do you think Drake is bigger than Beyonce?
Overall, at this moment, Drake has solidified himself as the thing is. Here's the thing: if you told me, I don't know, like let's say if you compared Biggie to Drake to me, what Biggie did in 2 years, right? In 2 years, Drake had to do within 5 or 6 years. What Biggie had to do in two, and that's only two albums,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Drake
two
had to,
albums.
right? But Biggie did in two albums. Not a lot of artists did that. Like he created a whole movement. Like when he passed away,
Yeah,
bro,
in 2 albums. It's insane. Yeah, it's
the
insane.
city of Brooklyn went on fire. They're like, oh, Biggie,
But
Biggie,
you
Biggie,
didn't
Biggie.
answer the question: is Drake bigger than Beyonce?
I'm gonna get to
Either
that.
every girl that we know is gonna hit us up with like whatever cool, or they're just gonna hit us up with angry emojis and
No,
beehive
look,
emojis.
I think he is, and you have to understand the reason why I say Drake's a bigger artist is
Osama,
yesterday. Hold on.
Drake is bigger than Beyonce. The
Can I
beehive,
can I can I can I can I can
get on
I
him.
can I can I say something?
You ready for the
Yesterday,
beehive, man? The beehive is no joke, bro.
listen, bro.
They ruin people's careers. Have you seen the beehive? Whenever someone talks bad about Beyonce, the beehives, they literally go out of their way and post a bee emoji like 24 hours until the person that talked bad about Beyonce is literally
Okay,
crying,
I never,
please guys stop.
I never.
It's so funny and sad.
Okay,
Like
look.
think about it. As a
So
grown person, as an adult, you're really
yeah,
gonna let kids and like people who have no lives stop your day because they're posting a
yo,
beehive emoji for like 24 hours or 2 weeks because you talked bad about someone?
let me
Like,
ask you a
people are so
question.
funny, man.
Let me ask you,
The
and
world is
no,
bigger
bro.
than a
They are,
celebrity.
they are. But the reason, look,
At the
I'm
same
not
time,
just.
anyone listening, I'm not insulting Beyonce. I'm just
You're just
laughing at the idea of
at the
people trying to
concept.
defend her as if they're her knight or shining armor. Like they didn't ask, she didn't go out of her way to tell you to like
I don't think these
post
artists care, bro.
beehives emojis on people's
Uh,
page that had a that had like a disagreement. They didn't insult her, a disagreement, but it's just like people do that anyway. Like if Rihanna for the Navy, Nicki Minaj with the I forgot what her thing is called. The I forgot what her army is called, but either way, it's just corny, man. So sad. Sorry about that. That was the. But continue with saying that Drake is bigger than Beyonce.
No, you bring up a real point. But I'll get to that after I just kind of finish what I want to say. You have to understand a couple things. In the past 10 years, like since 2010,
Yeah,
let's say since Take Care came out, Let's just use that because people are gonna start. It was like, yes, that was his first pop. Let's talk about since Take Care, because Take Care really solidified Drake as the artist he is today. Now, since that moment onwards, right, to CLB, which dropped a couple, almost like a month ago at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it made bro. He's a huge artist. But you showed me a video the other just yesterday actually. But to people who are watching, this is a week old information about an interview with Jay Z, and the guy called him Jay Z. He's like, nah, Jay Z's in New York. I'm Sean Carden. I'm the CEO of Rockefeller. So now, like when you reach a Jay Z level, you're now a brand. Like you are a business entrepreneur, mogul, designer. Like Kanye West is no longer an artist; he's a brand. Like this guy makes shoes, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like he
Kanye
just
West is no longer seen as an artist.
he can stop making music. But if you look at like someone Lil Wayne, who was arguably a big artist in the mid 2000s, but if you ask me who's a bigger artist now, Drake is, because Lil Wayne hasn't been as consistent throughout his years after like the
Yeah, that's
Carter
fair,
Three.
obviously.
But Beyonce, I think, is probably equal to Drake in the sense in terms of their career wise,
Influence?
like influence, career wise, stats, numbers, awards, bro. They've been like you have to say like Beyonce at one point was untouchable. Like you want like it's the same way you wanted that Drake feature, you want that Beyonce feature, and Beyonce doesn't do a lot of features.
No, she doesn't.
So
Very
when she
selective.
gives you that feature, you
You're
know
number
like
one.
it's gonna exactly similar to Drake's. I think they both have, and again, and the example I want to tell you is right now the biggest artist I guess for the new generation is probably Lil Baby. So if you ask someone, oh, who's the bigger artist, Lil Baby or Drake? Someone from that generation can say Lil Baby. Now I like Lil Baby is an amazing artist, but you're not gonna tell me he's bigger than Drake because Drake has done so much before. But also, I think Drake also broke records. Is why it makes it so hard not to put him in with the greats. Yes, those accusations come in. Does he write his own music? Does he write them full? Does he have help? People help, but he's also wrote for other people. So many ways you could look at it. But I think in terms of influence, Beyonce has a bigger influence. I think in terms of making music and connecting, I think Taylor Swift has done well with that. And I think with Adele, I think her music is just, I guess,
This is a global, international force, bro.
I think with Adele, her music is priceless. It's timeless.
It's timeless.
So like the song
And international
"Hello,"
wise, it hits. Like she's
exactly right.
not only she's like because most of the people are talking about, obviously it's like they're big here, they dominate here, and plus if it's outside, it's usually the UK, London.
Mm-hmm.
But Adele, man, when she's international, bro. Like honestly, no, actually, most artists it's like U.S., Canada, London, in some countries other. But
Yep.
Adele, when she dropped national, bro, the world is buzzing. But once again, like you said, Beyonce is an international icon. Uh, Taylor Swift, I don't know about that to an extent. Uh, Drake, on his way, he's definitely actually no. Drake has done a lot as far as pushing hip hop on an international scale, and he's getting there. He's putting in his work. Uh,
Okay, I'm recording.
that's why it's a fun debate. It's up
Yeah,
and
no,
down,
I'll come out in a
all
minute.
around town,
Give me 10 minutes.
and yeah, it's a very very cool conversation.
My bad.
Just the Michael Jackson thing. That was the thing. I was like, no, I gotta stop this. I gotta put,
My bad.
I gotta put water on the fire, bro, before this gets too much.
I
Because
guess
the thing
I'll
is,
end
I'm
it.
like, if for him to, if you want that comparison, cool, but he's got to be number one regardless to have that conversation because we got to put it up. Yeah, we got to put it up against each other.
I guess
So
I'll ask you one
if
last
Drake's not even
question.
number one artist of his own of the past 10 years, arguably, it's not even close to enter that realm of him versus MJ.
I'll ask you one more last question before we end the podcast. I know this is gonna be a short podcast, but that's all we have for that. But my last question is: you said that Drake and Michael Jackson are incomparable. What does Drake have to do, in your opinion? This is your opinion only to get to
Yeah,
that Michael Jackson level.
bro. The thing is, that's what makes it so funny. This like the people like, oh my god, Drake is whatever. Like this is so easy. You have to understand, Michael Jackson sold albums in a time where if an album, let's say Osama, if two albums came out on Friday, you only had $12. You had to decide which one you want to pick. You had to use your $12 to decide between like which album you want to get. You're either gonna get Graduation or you're gonna get Curtis by 50 Cent. You couldn't get both, right? Like No one
Hmm.
had money for both. Even when we grew up, right? If you want to get like an album, remember? Like when we grew up
Yes.
with CDs, you had to pick one
You
album.
need you,
Like
you
your
need money,
mom
bro.
wasn't gonna give you money to buy both albums. So
Yeah,
that's
bro.
why that's how people actually sold records. But obviously, in a time with streaming, if you're paying less than $12, if you're paying $9 or $10 for a service, we're able to listen to every song possible, all catalogs open as much times as possible. There's no way to you could say that that's on the same level at a time for over 60 years when people had to pick one or two albums to buy at a time, right? So that's actual
I
sales,
like that.
right?
Yeah.
That's actually selling your product. This is just like open, just samples, like open samples,
Well,
uh but in order for Drake to really, if you want to get close to Michael, hey man, you gotta sell 100 million records, bro. Twice,
Drake, if you're listening,
twice.
you're probably
A
not listening.
hundred,
Let's
a
be
hundred
honest.
million, man. 100 million is 100 million. Drake hasn't even gone diamond yet
You know
off
what
an
we'll do?
album, and that's not
You
a
know what we'll
criticize
do?
to him. Obviously, it's hard to sell records like that, right? So I don't think maybe if anyone has gone diamond this decade, I don't know who it is, but the closest person would probably be Adele with an album. But he hasn't even gone diamond. He hasn't even sold like so. And even if he does go diamond, it's like what is it? Is it really diamond at the end of the day? So a
You know what we'll
hundred
do?
million records, bro.
I'll just end it off with this. I think one day I want
Eight
to
Grammys
record.
one night. 8 Grammys one night.
Oh, Michael Jackson. Yeah.
I know Drake
Um.
won the what was it? He remember he won like 12 Billboards
Oh, that no.
awards.
I think he won. Yeah, he broke the record for that. 13 or
That was like
14
for
Billboard
views
awards.
or which album? Scorpion. I think it was Scorpion,
No,
right?
Scorpion or more life.
No, I thought it was Scorpion. Oh wait, either way, it was like 12
It,
for
I
like the
get.
Billboard awards. Like
Here's what I'll
Grammys,
say.
the
I
highest,
think
the prestige Grammys, eight in
I
one
think
night, my friend. Come on, man, eight.
we'll do about Drake talking about his career, what
Bring Mo on.
he's done, what he's, and then we'll end it off is that can Drake
Bring Mo.
we'll title the episode we'll
Bring him,
we'll
man.
bring my
Bring
brother
him.
and we'll name the episode will Drake ever sell 100 million records. With that being said, guys, I do want to say a announcements. If you guys don't already by now, which you should know, but if you don't, we are built. The GoFundMe page should be up soon for the wellness asking for $3,000. The videos are already up, so please go follow the account. Mo has eloquently said what we need from you. If you're not able to send money, please send your prayers. We appreciate that. Make sure to follow us every Wednesday. You get a vlog and you get a podcast. Make sure to follow Muhammad at Muhammad.global. Follow me at Kusa300. Make sure to keep us to get updates on Ways. Get follow us on Ways 2.0. And guys, please, if you're able to go fund help us with the more money the merrier, because you can also get them food and water. Mo, is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's everything. Thank you so much once again. And if you have any more information, feel free to hit us up. I will give you more crucial detail regarding our current initiative with building the water well in Ghana. So thank you so
Sounds
much for the
good.
love support. If I sound tired, sorry about that. Really long day,
We're all
and
tired. Mo
keep us
has
in
to
your
go back to
prayers.
sleep.
And as well, we keep you in our prayers as well. And let's just contribute to the world the way we need to, one day at a time.
Peace.
Peace.